Hey there, it's Leona. Welcome to Zen Mindfulness Shodo. Today we're gonna practice Shodo meditation while focusing on the Kanji character for 10. So, let's begin our beautiful journey together. When you write a character, imagine a square about the size of the character that you are gonna write like this. First I'm gonna write it. Then I'm gonna explain the points and tips for writing the character beautifully in detail. Now I'd like to explain the details. The first stroke is almost the same as the kanji one, starting from a point slightly to the left of the middle of this horizontal line. Rather than tracing the horizontal line straight to the right, to put it extremely, it's like this, with a slightly upward curved line, moving to the right with a slight upward slope until the vertical line comes to the center. The ending point will be slightly higher than the starting point. From the starting point to the vertical line, write with a fairly strong upward slope to the right. And after passing the vertical line, instead of continuing straight up with the same momentum, curve slightly upward while moving almost parallel to the horizontal line. This creates a more stable horizontal line. Next is the second stroke. The second stroke starts from a point a bit higher than the middle of the upper half of this vertical line. Position it so the lower part appears slightly longer than the upper part. And draw downward until you reach a height where the space above the starting point and the space below the ending point are about equal. For this line, instead of tracing straight down along the vertical line, to put it extremely, it's like this, with a very slight curve to the right, as if following along the right side of the vertical line. Writing in this way creates a more stable vertical line. As for the ending point, you can stop like this if you want. But rather than stopping, it's better to taper it off gradually like this to make it thinner. Since this part is a thick line, having a thinner line here creates a more three-dimensional character with the warmth of handwriting and contrast in line thickness, rather than writing with lines of the same thickness like this. Please use this as a reference. Also, since you're already leaving about the same amount of space to the left of the starting point and to the right of the ending point, and the spaces above and below are also about equal, this character for 10 will be positioned exactly in the center of the square, making it look balanced and beautiful. How about practicing with these points and tips in mind? If you're interested, you can buy this on Amazon. See the link in the description. Alright, let's start practicing together.
Before you start writing, take a deep breath and clear your mind. Slowly breathe in as much air as you can through your nose, and exhale all the negative emotions that you've been holding until this moment through your mouth. When you are mentally ready to write, you can start writing. Check the starting point, end point, the angle of the stroke, the direction of the curve. After that, without hesitation, aim for the end point and move the pen smoothly. Try to write much slower than you normally write, putting your heart and soul into each stroke. However, if you move the pen too slowly, the lines will become shaky, and if you move the pen too quickly, the lines will become thinner in areas you don't want them to be thinner. So concentrate on finding the right speed. Once you've finished writing the character, look at the character as a whole and think about what changes you should make next in order to make it look even more beautiful. Of course, you don't have to take all the tips and points that I've told you and copy my way of writing the character. Trust your own sense of beauty and adjust accordingly. It's important that you are satisfied with the shapes of the characters you write, so please use my tips and points as ideas and hints for adjusting the shape of the character to your sense of beauty. Of course, you can't change the shape so much that it no longer looks like a character. You can find videos of other characters from the playlist. If you have any questions or comments, please write them in the comments section. All right, let's learn and practice together again in my next video. Thank you for watching.